Hey, what's up guys? The rank 14 player in the world is racing up the leaderboards with the supremely spammy Royale recruit stack. Built with some of the fastest cards in Clash Royale, this deck will stampede over all of your opponent's defenses. Imagine you're down elixir because you attacked into evolved Royale recruits. They're charging at you. Then a skeleton barrel's on the other side. The dark goblin is pushing a mighty miner, and then there's wall breakers split up, attacking both towers at the same time. It's practically impossible to defend against this deck when you're down elixir, even if you're one of the best players in the world. And if the balance changes go through with Bomb Tower and Tornado getting a nerf, this deck is going to get better to an exponential degree. Less splash damage in the meta means more opportunities for Royale recruits and big cards to splash onto towers. It's time to release the Royale recruits to savagely spam and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to make all the daily videos possible. You can use Prince or Cannon Cart instead of Mighty Miner. You got a game against someone that finished 450 in the world and he loves Hog Rider Executioner. Well, most Hog Rider Executioner players right now are running Bomb Tower. Oh, you've got Battle Ram. You don't have Hog Rider Executioner, unless you randomly have a Hog Rider deck with an alternative win condition of Battle Ram, which I've never seen before in Clash Royale. If you guys are one of the first people to do that and troll me, I don't know. I'll just be super proud. I'd be proud if someone decided to run that deck. 7 years in Clash Royale and haven't seen that card combo. Anyway, we're going to Fireball on top of the Magic Archer, and he's going to go in for a Knight, so probably got the Evo Knight deck. All right, how do we play this? What is the strategy? We can go and kite the Knight back using wall breakers, and we can be very cost efficient with our Mighty Miner on defense as well. So that's going to be the game plan. That is the strategy. If he goes invisible, then we just click the Mighty Miner ability. If he doesn't, then we just do as much damage as we can to the Queen. Yo, he took so much damage on that Queen. He even lost it. Let's go. We finessed the top 400 player. I can't believe that. That must be so tilting. The Queen went gone, went invisible, and then his mental went boom and went invisible too. Very visible damage emotionally though. So we're in a stellar spot where we've got damage on both sides. He's going to try to go in. Wow, I think if we go goblins, we might be able to go and kill the barbarians as they explode on the tower too, right? They're not going to get any extra damage. Besides the initial burst of damage, that's all he got. All right, we can go for prolonged value with the dark goblin. I think the recruits might even kill the magic archer. When the recruits charge... Oh, no. I just trolled myself. I went right into a log. Okay, guys. If I give my opponent free 3 elixir, am I still going to win this match? I hope so. I really want to be a complete troll right now. Wait, we can do something else. We can go for Mighty Miner and Wall Breakers. And what happens with that is if you go Mighty Miner and Wall Breakers, not only is the Mighty Miner a tank for the Wall Breakers, but it gets pushed a little bit closer to the tower. And then you can use the Mighty Miner bomb to explode on the tower and get 500 damage for 1 elixir. It's a really fun strategy. It's one of the harder cards to counter if they only have Royal Ghost and they don't necessarily have like a ton of elixir. Like the guy had to go in for Archer Queen, click the Heal Spirit, everything that he had practically. All right, if we Fireball, the Magic Archer is still near the weaker tower, so I'm going to take that. And maybe go in for a Goblin Gang on defense, or we just go for Goblins. I think Goblin Gang is slightly better against the Evolved Knight to kill it quicker, and then go Goblins afterward, and then go for our Mighty Miner. We're spending all of our elixir on defense against these Barbarians. We could Magic Archer as well, which isn't that bad for me. I can go for a Dark Goblin. I can go for Wallbreaker's prediction on the Magic Archer. Yes, sir! It's nice to know that, because if they're in a desperate spot, they're going to do everything they possibly can for damage. And if you make that prediction, they're going to get a little bit tilted, or maybe tremendously tilted, depending on their personality. For a Fireball here, I think I'm able to clean up the Queen and then hit a Fire Spirit. Oh, no, sorry. Well, it turned into a Fire Spirit, if we're being honest for a sec. When a Heal Spirit gets roasted and toasted, what else can you call it? All right, so each Goblin, when it dies, is going to get the Magic Archer retargeting, so we have to drop something else. And then we can just Fireball the tower and walk away with a win. So definitely one of the most fun matches I've had in a while. I thought we were set up to play against a Hog Rider Executioner deck against a top-ranked player, but there were a ton of twists and turns in the match, and it turned out to be fine in the end. And after winning that one, we've ranked our way up to 5,000 in the world. Yo, this guy's gonna have Royal recruits in the banner. Let's go. You know, we're gonna give him a healthy dishing of exactly what he wanted. Wait, I don't want this. I don't want the Wall Breakers to connect my tower, and they're definitely going to, right? Oh, we dropped the latest Goblins ever. It worked out. I was sitting there in the most pessimistic point of view, and it still paid off. Okay, wait, is he running the same strategy as me? This isn't allowed, man. Don't copy my tactics. Don't copy my strategies. Even though I copied it off like a top 15 player in the world, Clash Royale is out here just giving us the bad karma of playing against it as well. Such a tough deck to defend, man. Especially when we don't have small spells. Like, what am I supposed to do here? We're dropping our Goblin Gang really high up, so then when the Spear Goblins were getting, like, far enough away, we didn't end up getting finessed by the Skeleton Barrel popping and killing it. Okay, one Wall Breaker can connect. I don't care that much about that. Let's go for Wall Breakers and Skeleton Barrel, but to have the Skeleton Barrel tank, so then both Wall Breakers connect. This is a really chaotic game, because neither of us have log. So what are we supposed to do when a skeleton barrel and wall breakers come through? I guess fireball it, right? That would probably been the best play. Because if you fireball it far enough away from the tower, the skeletons will just end up dying to the tower, right? So I don't know. I think that would have been the smartest decision for him. If he had manufactured that type of counter, it might have worked a lot better for him. Anyway, we're gonna have that Dark Goblin start to push the Mighty Miner for the memes. It was fun to do this, because then he's gonna go Goblin Gang, and then we can click the Mighty Miner ability. Oh. Okay, let's just go in for the Mighty Miner ability on the Goblins. That's fine, too. I don't have to respond to that. 2 Goblins die to the tower without any damage. And then the Mighty Miner dies, too. Not gonna click the ability. Let's go. So your best card to counter wall breakers and then also the Skeleton Barrel is gonna be the Goblin Gang, because if you think about it from this perspective, I guess the Dark Goblin works, too. The Dark Goblin will usually get fireballed. The Goblin Gang, it moves so fast, and people are like, wait, I don't really want to fireball that. So we're going to fireball the Dark Goblin, as I said before. We're just going to get that out of the way. It's -1 trade, but we get damage on the tower, and then it allows the Spear Goblins to persevere and give us some extra value. I feel really comfortable using Goblins or Goblin Gang on defense. They're going to be my favorites. We don't really want to go for Royal Recruits because we want him to go for Royal Recruits, and then we fight near our side of the map and be like, we have home field turf. Home field advantage, my man. It's cool that we're destroying in the mirror matchup this much. Like, I did not expect to have this dominant of an advantage. I hope I can pile our way through, because it's not necessarily easy to close out these games. Especially since, again, I don't have a small spell. But also, he doesn't have a small spell, so it's not like he can counter a Goblin Gang and then also like goblins all on the same side, right? Which is kind of cool for us. Go for Mighty Miner. It should tank for the Dark Goblin. Then we're going to go for Recruits at the river. And as long as the Dark Goblin dies, please, Dark Goblin, stop trolling me right now. If he's able to seriously stack up that Dark Goblin and not sack it, that's going to be pretty infuriating for me. I don't like that thing. Magic Archers and Dark Goblins and Firecrackers, when they stay alive, there's nothing worse than that. Anyway, we're going to be able to get the Dark Goblin piling through. We're going to go for a Mighty Miner, and we're also going to go for Wall Breakers on the left-hand side, and then just Fireball out his tower. So we walk away with a win. It's good stuff. I'm happy that we were showing how strong this recruit stack can be, even in the mirror matchup. It's capable of defending against itself, which was one of the most difficult to defend decks in the entire game. I guess it's got good defense and offense. After recruiting some more medals, we're at 4,300 in the world. Yo, so this guy finished around 500 in the world. OCD. He's dropping us good luck. Honestly, bro, right now, I need to make sure everything is perfect in this game. If we're going for wall breakers, we better be getting a positive elixir trade. It's not going to give us anything, though. Just soaked up some damage from the Mega Minion. I go for a Dark Goblin. I think we can finish off the Mega Minion and then go for a Skeleton Barrel on the left-hand side. Hopefully. Electro Wizard. Ooh. I don't know what I'm matching into. It's either a Giant Graveyard deck, or it's going to be a weird Royal Giant deck, or it's going to be a Graveyard deck that I haven't played against before. No. No, 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 no. Sparky. Electro Wizard. Zap. Has to be a Sparky deck. I didn't see the Zap, and that was the only clue I needed. So, if we're playing against someone with Sparky, I need to save the recruits. I can't cycle them. As much as I want to, it's not a smart strategy. So I'm going to go for Mighty Miner. I'm going to go in for Wall Breakers. And then I'm going to use my Goblins against the Knight. The cool thing about this is the Wall Breakers are both going to connect to the tower because the Mighty Miner is tanking for it. And our opponent can't go for another small spell. We go for Goblins, and we're also going to drop our Dark Goblin here. And then we're going to use our Goblin Gang after he drops a small spell. Don't know which one he's going to do. He goes in for a Rage. That's totally fine. We go for Wall Breakers to go and kite everything else back because he's going to go for a Zap. And the mini pack is going to wander its way back. Nice. I'm glad that I made that prediction. But I'm not so glad that my tower health isn't looking good. It was nice to forecast the future, but we're in shambles right now. So I can go for a Skeleton Barrel on the left-hand side. I mean, this guy is so good at the game. Like, he has generously outplayed me with that position. Got so much damage. And the double small spells, it's not necessarily as easy to deal with as much as you would expect. At least we have the Royal Recruits Evolution, which will come in clutch on defense against the successive Sparky pushes that he unleashes. I don't know when they're going to happen, but they're going to happen soon. Eventually, right? He has to do it. Oh, Evolved Knight. Do I go in for the evolution right now? I haven't done it in a while. I want him to go Goblin Giant so I can justify going for the recruits. He hasn't done it. He's going to go Sparky in the back. So yeah, using the recruits here, a little bit risky, but it could pay off. I'm going to go for Goblins on the right-hand side, and I'm going to go Wall Breakers. And we're going to unleash everything that we have to take out the right-hand tower. Oh, wow, I just choked on air. Hopefully I don't choke in this game, guys. I've never done that before. I feel very uncoordinated right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm a mobile gaming athlete, but not able to breathe correctly. Anyway, we're going to be able to go in for our recruits soon. I want to go in for Goblins as well. Man, I got to go for recruits at the river to kill the Electro Wizard so it doesn't hit my tower. You know what? If I Fireball, the Sparky's toast. If I go in for Mighty Miner and I go in for Wall Breakers and I just unleash everything I have on the right-hand side, his tower's probably toast too. I just want the Mighty Miner to get close. Yes! Now we can Fireball him out. Oh, we don't even need to. Okay. So you know what? I choked in the air, but I did not choke in the game. We walk with a 2-0 victory. And that's the power of this deck. Even if you have minimal coordination, you'll still line up the coordinates for a dominant win. You jump into the game against someone with an evolved skeleton banner, but he's running skeleton dragon. So he's actually evolved his skeletons to a different level where they can fly. And he's going to have arrows. So it's probably going to be a Lava Hound deck. I don't know which version, but he's probably going to be running with Zap and arrows, or arrows and Fireball. Those are the two spells that they run with the arrows. Wall breakers. Oh, so close to connecting. I was looking at it, and I thought the wall breaker was going to connect to the last second, and he trolled me a bit. Okay, we got a Fireball, so we can bounce back the balloon a little bit, and then go for a Dark Goblin, and it should go and target the balloon before the miner. Skeleton Barrel is not going to be enough for us. We barely did any damage to the tower there, but we can pull our Mighty Miner and push him a bit more. Motivate him. And then we can wall breakers. What's going to happen? Is the Mighty Miner going to take the entire tower? He doesn't have Barbarians in cycle, so I think he's in a tragic position. We might have massively outplayed the man. And then we're going to go click the Mighty Miner ability, so we lock onto the other tower. Oh, I want this to be like 800 damage bare minimum. Oh my gosh. His highest HP tower now, the only one he has left, is almost equivalent to our lowest HP tower. Wow, we put in mad work, man. Okay, I thought the arrows was going to get messed up. Oh, I was hopefully having it staggered in a situation where we get even more than that. But we're winning the game in all accounts. You know what? I want to 3-crown him. He's 100% going to go for a Lava Hound. And then we can go for recruits. And then he's going to have to drop his Barbarians on one side. I don't know which side he's going for, but I'm excited to find out. I go for Goblin Gang here on the left-hand side and just continuously support. And then blast through and take his tower because he doesn't end up having a good answer. He doesn't have his arrows. He doesn't have his zap in cycle. Also, he's got 2 small spells. All right, he's going to have his arrows back in cycle soon. Whoa! Look at those recruits. That's completely uncalled for. 2,000 damage left on this King Tower. This guy's mental is going to be in shambles after this one. Oh, man. What if we go in for a Skeleton Barrel here? And then we go Mighty Miner and we go Goblins. Or Goblin Gang, actually. Goblin Gang's more bang for the buck because he doesn't have arrows. How is he expecting to stop this without arrows? How can you even contemplate defending this? Even the best player in the world won't be able to stop the Mighty Miner in this situation. You are 1,000,000% 3-crowned. And he's hee-hee-hawing. It's weird to see a hee-hee-haw erupt from a castle that's crumbled. It's like talking without a mouth, or talking when you're not even there. Maybe he became a ghost or something. The Ghost King Tower let out a hee-hee-haw at the end. I'm not going to go for a Fireball or anything stupid right now, but we're going to be going in for our wall breakers, speeding through, trying to get some damage. Electro Wizard, oof. Wait, the Electro Wizard didn't hit the wall breaker? Oh, I didn't know that. I've always seen the Electro Wizard split up its damage between both the wall breakers. Never seen it individually target both wall breakers. I thought it was going to run away. That's crazy. Maybe it was just really well played from our opponent, and he was trying to troll me and get inside my brain. All right, we can go for Goblins. The Dark Prince is not going to be able to kill all of them at once, but the arrows will. Okay. Do we go recruits in the back? We see Dark Prince, Electro Wizard, arrows. Probably going to be a Sparky deck, actually. If it's Sparky, we want to drop our Royal recruits directly on the Sparky, so I don't want to cycle them in the back. Got Firecracker. Now I don't know what I'm playing into anymore. Like, I really want to know, but I don't know. You can activate King Tower with wall breakers against the Firecracker, so we're going to leak a little bit of elixir to make that happen. And then he's going to have Monk. Okay, so it has to be Royal Giant. Let's go for our Royal recruits in the back. Totally fine doing that. Unless it's a Monk Sparky deck. Oh, wait. Monk got hit by the wall breakers and still took 1,000 damage. Bro is ranked 25 in the world and that happened. Okay. Wait, so the best strategy is obviously just go Mighty Miner. After we kill the Miner, we just click the ability and then everything dies. For 1 elixir. It's so broken! Mighty Miner, you're my hero, bro! He thought that I would Fireball, and I just completely finessed with a 1 elixir ability. It's crazy how creative plays like that can just grant you automatic advantages. I'm definitely not winning the game so far. Like, this is like, still, I don't know what his win condition is. We've seen a minion horde. I don't know what he is around the corner, and he's also top 25 player, but yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start to the battle. We're going to go for a Skeleton Barrel here, and then I want to go for a Dark Goblin. Not necessarily like the best play, because the Dark Goblin needs some help with the skeletons. Okay, thankfully that worked. It's like if we can win that interaction, and we can force out more elixir, surprise him, or tilt him a little bit, that's fun to do. Okay, so we have our Mighty Miner. Can't cycle anything else. Just go recruits, because then we can Fireball in the minion horde. If we can clean up the Monk, we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, well, you're not going to be able to reflect back our spears, man. That's not how it works. All right, what if we Fireball? That would be a bad decision. Let's go Mighty Miner and play a little bit more passively. The good thing about this deck is you can just constantly bombard your opponent with Royal recruits and then get your opponent to be in a bad spot where they're cycling cards that they don't want to be dropping. I bet you he goes in for a minion horde soon. Let's Fireball on top of the Firecracker, actually. The Evolved Firecracker is a bit of a nuisance, but the Dark Goblin is able to go and kill the Bomb Tower, then we're in a good spot. Okay, our Mighty Miner's out of cycle. I bet you he takes advantage of that, so let's try to go and spam him. Going for a Skeleton Barrel and Wall Breakers at the same time. A little bit aggressive, but this is the way that we roll. He goes Bomb Tower. That was actually one of the best Bomb Towers in existence. Oh, man. That's filthy value for him. We're going to go Recruits instead of going for anything else, just because we want to get to the evolution, and it makes sense. So that's how we're going to play it. I think he's going to try to bait out my Fireball with a Firecracker Evolution, and then he goes in with the Minion Horde. That's typically like the strategy of cheesy decks like this. I don't think the Firecracker hits my Goblin Gang. We're going to go in for Goblins here. Spear Goblins lock onto the tower. Nice. Huge value. All right, let's go for a Mighty Miner, soak up the damage. Going for another Skeleton Barrel, try to force out the Bomb Tower, and then go for a Dark Goblin as well. If we force out the Bomb Tower, then we go Recruits at the river, and then we're in a pristine position. That's all I want right now. I have simple needs, all right? Or I guess we're going to drop it a little bit further back because we want the Electro Wizard to get damaged down by the tower. And then I think we can go for Goblin Gang, and then we can go in for like a Skeleton Barrel afterward. When the Recruits charge up on the Firecracker, it's hilarious and hideous for him. Okay, so that's the interaction that we wanted. We're not going to go in for a Fireball because he could click the Monk ability randomly. Okay, we're going to do it now. I don't think he's going to do it. We hit the Electro Wizard? We do. Nice. Oh, he's just eating everything in the other side. What the heck? Does he lose the Monk? He does. All right, Wall Breakers, maybe they connect to the Bomb Tower. Cool. Dark Goblin separates. The Mighty Miner's near the tower? Oh, I thought it would. Let's go Goblin Gang, Skeleton Barrel. Let's just spam a lot.
No. Wait.
I don't think he's back to arrows, so that's good for us. Gonna have to Electro Wizard first, then we go Dark Goblin. We can split up the Wall Breakers, or we can go Recruits at the river. As you guys can see, even top 25 players, they're wondering what the heck is he supposed to do. He doesn't know what to do. He's got a Bomb Tower, and he's still like frantically flailing and trying to defend everything. Okay, he's gonna go for a Minion Horde. That's good. We can go for Mighty Miner onto that, and then it should also counter the Monk. That's our strategy right now. Do this, go here, counter the Monk, go in for a Goblin Gang directly on top after the Dark Prince locks onto our tower, and then we go in for our Recruits. So the bad thing about this is we took a lot of damage. The good thing is we have huge counter push though. How is he expecting to stop all this? Yes, you are up a lot, but you have evolved Rail Recruits rushing at your tower, bro. And then we got Spear Goblins, then we got Goblin Gang, then we got Wall Breakers, then we're just mixing and mashing everything together. Dude, this is absolutely insane. I can drop whatever cards I want at this point, and it's probably going to work out. That's the good thing about this deck is you don't actually have to be that good at Clash Royale. Sometimes you can just spam whatever your heart desires. And then your opponent's going to be like, well, you're a heartless sir, and I hate you. It's one of those things that even against top 25 players in the world, if you have the correct card composition and you commit at the right point, you can beat someone significantly better than you. And we broke into the top 2,000 at 1,905 in the world. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.